Crisps.
Yeah.
Crisps.
Mmm.
Crisps.
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 Nom, 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 nom. Crisps.
All right, we're all here. We're
We are.
recording. We're streaming. Ready to go?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're good to go.
I got some eating crisps.
Nobody cares about your crisps. Shut up.
Crisps.
Welcome you to
Your attention, please.
Juju, Jimmy, and the fellas will tell you about every single game that you're playing this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick. Stu story time and Jimmy's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
The interesting thing about that is
It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers.
Your attention, please.
Yeah, boy.
Anything's gotta be better than an Xbox,
Folks, that sounds so loud before you have to press repeat, yo.
You are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
Hello and welcome to episode 391 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yeah. 372. We're coming right at you. I'm Duke,
I'm Stu.
I'm Chinny.
and we are veterans of the gaming lifestyle, not military veterans.
And we stream live on Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer.
Ooh, new. That's new.
That's new. I've changed it up. I've changed it to Mixer.
Now then, Chinny,
Yo.
before we start the show, I
Yes.
need to have a chat with you. I need to have a chat.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
Because-
You're for now, Chinny. What did you do this time?
Yeah, because I'm confused, and even my wife's confused, and that
Okay.
takes a lot because Kay's intelligent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not like you.
And she's confused because I'm on your, media mailing list for some reason. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For Stone Throws Media
Okay.
and whatnot. And we were sent an email today, and I was like, "What is going on here?" Because it linked to a video that you didn't make.
Yes.
So it was almost like you were bigging up another company. And if I went on your site, if I was actually a potential customer,
Mm-hmm.
right, and clicked on that link, I'd have thought that they were linked to your company in some way or other. Is
Well, yeah,
that the
one
case?
thing. Yeah.
So what
Imagine
we do...
Entertainment is a subsidiary of Stone's Throw Media.
No, what we do is we do inspirational Sundays. So we send videos out on a Sunday what we think are cool and we like that we didn't
Yeah,
make.
but that's fine. That's fine, right? But I said, okay, if I was a potential customer, I might go, that's a really cool video. I'll employ them to do my video for me. Why would I employ Stone's Throw Media when they're pointing me in the direction of someone really cool to do it?
Okay.
No, you
all right. No,
should-
Duke, shut up. Right. If you want me to kick off, okay. Number of people that have their own business.
I'm just
Right.
pointing it out.
Number of
right?
people
Just an
that don't have their
observation.
own business. You and Duke, shut the fuck up. Right. I don't tell you to crack an egg. All right.
No, so even Kay said, right? Kay's comment was, well, either A, I would think it was one of their films, or B, I would think that was linked to the company in some way. If I clicked on a link that was on your website,
Stu,
yeah,
did you happen to notice if there was anything in this email or the mailing that you got that indicated this was Inspiration Sundays rather than just click it because I'm sure it's Stone's Throw Media?
no. It didn't look right. It was very cool. It was cool, but there was nothing to indicate that it wasn't one of your films until you clicked on the link. If that kind of look, it's just
I don't
a bit
believe
of
you. I gotta-
constructive
I
criticism.
believe-
That's all it is.
Leave that up to chance.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Look, it's only a bit of constructive criticism, man. You know.
It says on the
You know.
newsletter. I'm reading it now. Created
says
for.
here- look.
Yeah. I don't care.
It doesn't say anything about who created it. It just says here at Stone's Throw, we love using animation to showcase a product or service.
Oh my god!
And
Please, can we not
it's-
talk
it's
about my
super-
work? I don't fucking
I'm not
care.
saying, look, it was just a pointing it out, all right? I thought it was helping.
Who gives a fuck? You know what? I've just been on a fucking 2-hour call about work, right? Last thing I fucking want to talk about is fucking work, okay?
Wait, I got the steez for you here, dude. Hang on a second. Where is it? Yeah. Here we go.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a. I don't give a.
I'll tell
I
you,
don't give a.
now that you brought it up, Stu, right?
Oh, God.
Okay, when Matt's my business partner who plays Rocket League and nothing else, right? When we work very differently, he's very obsessed with work. He checks his emails on a Sunday night. He's crazy, right? But you got to love him because he's dedicated. And then,
Crazy.
Then on a Friday, if it's 5:01, right, my email, I don't give a shit if the Queen emails me, right? I'm gone. Okay.
There we go. I don't give a fuck.
All right, that's what you play if you send me a reply, right? And then
Done.
I'm done. Yesterday, I went to a wedding, right? And
Yeah.
I sat down on the pew in the church, and then this woman came up to me and went, "Hello, Mike," and she worked for a very big company that I was in a very serious meeting in on Thursday, and I was
Fuck
like,
you. I'm off work.
I went, "Listen, bitch, I'm going to enjoy this day. I'm planning on doing the Michael Jackson later. I don't want you judging me on like my dance moves and taking it back to your boss. All right, and also, I don't give a fuck because you know your boss probably thinks I'm stupid anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, I have a strict I don't change for anyone policy. So
Suck it, anyone.
I don't care. But and now today I have to have a call about work because we're very busy, and now I go on the podcast. And fucking work is here. I don't want to hear it, Stu. I don't want to fuck. Next time, I'll be playing.
I don't give a fuck.
I'll be playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, right? And this guy will come in and go, "Hey, do you want, I could do some video production work, actually. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
So just an observation.
I'll have an NPC in some fucking video game going, like in Skyrim, just go, oh, actually, I'm looking for a 2-minute animation. Do you mind if you could get one for me? I'm like, fuck you. Don't want to give you shit.
Put 'em out. Animation.
So, Stu,
Yes.
in the nicest possible way,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Okay. Look, it's just a point.
You
Anyway,
might have touched the nerve there, Stu. I don't know if you noticed.
I don't know. I didn't realise.
I'm pretty subtle when I'm upset, so you might not have said it.
Well, okay. If we could please move on. There's something else we need to talk.
There is. What's that? What's that?
It's something that Antonio has brought to my attention, and it is the best new sound clip I have ever gotten. Here it is.
God. I don't. You see.
I agree. You see?
Oh, fuck you.
Who sent that in? What was that?
No, Antonio just told me about that was in the E3 discussion, and he sent me a screenshot with the time signature in, and he was like, "Here, do your magic, Duke," and I was like, "Yes, I will. Thank you."
So what was that? As it was? Is that exactly how
I
it
did a
sounds?
tiny little bit of editing because I cut out a little bit of me laughing, but apart from that,
I don't. You see.
I agree. You see?
Oh, fuck you.
Wow.
I can't believe that's a real clip.
it's a real clip. That's what we
Brilliant.
sound like, man. That's why people give us 4-star reviews.
It is. Who knew?
Yeah.
Anyway, this week, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. I have joined the modern age.
My favorite time. It's story time. Story
Can we cut the
time.
condescending crap and play the game?
So here's the thing, right? There's a big chain of stores in the UK called Argus. You may have heard of them.
Argus.
Is it Argos?
Argus. Argus.
It's Argos, Duke, yes.
Yeah, it
Why
is
is
Argus.
he saying Argus?
Because he's
I
being
don't
a Williard, I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, they're having a sale at the moment. They're having
Yeah.
a sale. And in the clearance section was a 4K TV.
Oh
And
my
I
god.
was,
Okay, TV.
I was like, you know. It was quite reasonable though. It was 450 whole UK pounds.
Every
my
month
God.
for the rest of your life.
And you already, let me get this straight. How many TVs do you already have in your home, Stuart?
Well, two for us, and then 2 upstairs. One in
So
the
that
main.
would be 4 then. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's fun. Well, there's
Or-
5 at them.
I need another television.
Well, we've had right the telly that we've had for probably about 8 years, 7 years, 8 years. So it's a good age. There's nothing wrong with it.
You
to
can't
be fair.
see anything on it anymore. Half the things on it are just blobs.
No, it does. It actually has a really good
Right.
picture. That's a good
What
picture.
the hell's the problem?
Well, it's not a problem as such, but it's like it's a bit
Sorry.
clunky looking because it's old, right? It's got a big black bit of plastic all the way around it and stuff.
God.
So, exactly.
Unwatchable.
Unwatchable. So I was like, do you know what? 450 quid for a 55-inch 4K TV.
Hey, Duke.
Yes.
He does all right, doesn't he? Hey.
I don't
Money bags over
No, because, right, I've used...
Who needs that?
No, the profit from the Wii U, you know, when I sold the Wii U, and my 3DS and all that other crap that I sold on eBay, I managed to make about 240 quid.
So it only cost me 200. This is how Stu works. He like weighs it all up. He puts himself in credit.
People who we ought to use less energy in the world. Ha!
Plus, obviously, I retraded in my VR headset, so I got quite a chunk of cash back there as well at Christmas.
The idea of you retraded it in. That's like in a role-playing game. If you buy something back from a vendor and then you like.
I don't know. I traded it in anyway, whatever. So that was in my personal wealth for a while, you know, and I've not spent any of it. So I was like, you know.
Treasure chest under his pillow. Like, my personal wealth.
My personal wealth. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. And I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad that I did. Because I haven't got anything that plays 4K, right? So I'm not benefiting at the moment.
Get some 4K games.
But it has Ambilight. Have you heard of Ambilight?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
They sold him on the Ambilight.
They sold me on the Ambilight, man.
Ambilight sounds like a made-up...
Ambulite.
Ambulite sounds like a made-up energy source in a science fiction movie.
It's like an ambulance.
73% more Ambulite.
We need 74% Ambulite before we fire the face on.
Nurse, I need 600 cc's of Ambulite stat.
But anyway, it's so good. Do you know what? I'm assuming you know what Ambulite is because it's been around for a long time, but...
I have never heard that word before. I think you're making it up.
I'm not making it up. Do you know what this is, Ginny?
Isn't it some sort of light?
It is. That's a good
I know what it is. Actually, I do know. I know what it is.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Brilliant. So basically down each side of the TV is a row of LED lights that are at the back of the telly. And whatever colours are on the screen are kind of projected onto the wall behind the TV. And it is super cool.
It is cool. So worth it, Stu.
It is. It is. But anyway, I'm very impressed. And you know, now I'm saving up for a PS4 Pro at some point, I reckon.
Yeah, that's great, Stu. It's funny that you should mention Argos, actually.
Really?
Because I've got to think about Argos this week.
Did you?
Yeah.
What is it?
First of all, Argos is a fucked up store. That's all.
Oh, I haven't told. I'll come back because there is something else I need to tell you about the TV, which was.
Hang on, everybody. We got more Argos.
Carry on. You tell your story first. Go on. You go for it.
No, you go. No, okay.
Argos Part 2 is coming up.
Yeah.
It's a little bit actually. Nothing major, but Kay said because we haven't got a hatchback car anymore. We have a saloon.
Ooh,
just end with you holding the TV on top of your car.
Well, it nearly came to that because obviously it's a big telly, 55 inches is big, right? So it goes in the store, and Kay said, "Is it going to fit in the back of the car?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course it'll fit." So she brings out this huge giant box, right? And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, yeah, it'll squeeze in that. I reckon it'll just about fit. It was literally about 1 inch too long.
You just got to get a hacksaw and just cut through the back.
No. So I said, "Hey, what the hell are we going to do?" Right? Argos, incidentally, is probably about half a mile from my house, so it's not like a massive amount of distance.
Walk home.
Wow, it's a heavy telly. So what we did in the end, we actually on the car park of the store took the telly out of the box, put it in the back of the car, and then Kay drove home, and I walked home with the box because in case it needed to. Just in case he needed to go back or something.
Still on the side of the road, clutching this enormous cardboard box.
Pretty much
TV in my house.
And there was some dude, right? It gets better. Some dude, right, sat in his car on the car park because I'm passing him. He went, "Yeah, didn't go in then, did it?" And I'm like, "No, thanks for that, mate." So I got heckled by this bloke, right?
Good.
Right. And then I was nearly home, and there's a shop like halfway between Argos and our house, like a sort of off-license type thing. And as I'm walking past it, the same guy was getting out of his car to go in the job. He went, "Got your box home then, are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, brilliant, thanks, mate."
Did you crawl into bed and then he popped up out the side and go, "Found your bedroom, did you?"
thought he was going to, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. So that's it. The funny story. Yes,
That was
carrying on.
hilarious, Stu.
Yeah. So what happened with you and Argus?
I went to Argos. No, I didn't actually. That was a lie. Super Nintendo Classic.
Oh yes, one of those.
Do you know where they're selling them?
Argos.
Not selling them anywhere.
They're gonna. You can sell them. You can buy them from Argos in the UK.
Well, you can buy them from places, but they're all sold out and pre-ordered already, aren't they?
Well, no, they're not even out yet. It comes out in September, but they
But you can pre-order them, can't you?
they opened the pre-order this week.
Oh.
Well, and
Mm-hmm.
are you getting there?
I ordered 2.
No,
Oh,
you didn't.
God.
I ordered 2. I don't know why. I don't know
Who's
why.
on
Nuts.
eBay? Have you put one on eBay?
No, maybe depends how much you. how much
So, you seen how much they're already going for on eBay? Just for pre-orders. You can buy my pre-order off me.
Go on.
They're going for silly money. I'll tell you. Right. Well, I'll have a look. Let's have a look. Go on. You carry on with this.
So
what-
that's
Are
the
we,
stuff. See,
are
this
we
is this,
Googled the what going rate for secondhand consoles that aren't even out yet on eBay?
this is the difference between me and you two. I told the story. I pre-ordered a thing twice because I'm an idiot.
You didn't do it on purpose.
No,
That is
well, no, yeah, no, I did pre-order 2, but on purpose. But I did it because I'm stupid.
That's true. You are stupid.
I saw the
What I bought
quantity.
this week that was stupid. Nothing.
I saw the quantity and it
I
said
bought a
1.
drawing tab, $2.99.
I saw the quantity, it said 1, and then I went, well, what if I change that number 1 to number 2? And then it changed the bigger number, which was the price. But then I thought, well, that doesn't matter so much because maybe I'll sell it, but maybe I won't. I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
So what is
Cross
this
that
one
bridge when you
called?
come-
Is this the Super Nintendo
The
Classic?
Super
is it?
Nintendo Classic, yes.
Super Nintendo, Sega
So
Genesis.
for people that don't know, there's the Nintendo have released last year a NES Classic, which was a very small version of the Nintendo, and it had like a few games on there and stuff, and there was emulated, and it was very cute and nice and cool, and a cool little collector thing. Now they're releasing a Super Nintendo Classic, and I'm more of a Super Nintendo fan because the NES is shit. So on there, got all basically the list of games that they're putting on it is basically the best Super Nintendo games, and also they're putting on Star Fox 2. And Star Fox 2 was famously never released in America or the UK. So, I know, amazing.
Oh my god.
And Star Fox 2 was a finished game, but the only reason they didn't release it is because the Nintendo 64 was coming out, and they didn't want to release, you know, a game that would possibly overshadow some of their games on the N64. So they never released it. It's a finished game. So for the first time, it's going to get an official release in the UK and America. Even, you know, there's ways you can play it, but I thought that was exciting, and now I'm going to get one. And
You're going to get 2.
I'm going to. I might make a video about it and just go, oh, look, I got one.
Unboxing. Stu could do an unboxing. Oh wait, he already unboxed his TV on the way
Yeah,
home.
in a car park.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Unboxing.
So how much are these each then? How much is this actually
They're about
cost?
70 quid.
Right. Oh, okay. And you get 2 controllers now, don't you, instead of 1?
You get 2 controllers. That's right.
And the longer, you get 5 feet, I think it is, of wire rather than 3 feet or
Yes.
something.
Yeah, the big complaint last time was how small the wire was. Yeah.
Well, my
That's
take
fun.
on wire length is
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So you'll do all right anyway. You will be definitely able to.
Do you think
make
the
a
longer I
profit.
keep it, the more expensive it'll be?
I think what you should do is sell it sort of 2 weeks before Christmas or 3 weeks before Christmas. You'll get a fortune for it.
there's going to be a drop off at some point.
Yeah,
What if I
after
sell it
Christmas.
in 20 years' time?
After Christmas.
don't
Mike,
They have
you know,
like 6 other things exactly like that they've done.
I've got the collector's T-shirt. For being one of the first people to register my 3DS when I got it.
Yeah, we know about that whole thing.
I got one of these numbered T-shirts. Well, I've had a look, and they're going for about 150 quid now.
My God.
Yeah.
The only thing I would pay $150 for a T-shirt is if somebody had taken a dump on it. I don't know why that would make it.
Why would that improve the value?
I don't know
Jesus.
why that would make it more valuable.
Hey, Duke, I can arrange that, to be honest.
Edward Norton took a dump. Yeah, there you go.
If that's what you're into. Right, can we talk about video games, please?
Yes, video games. Let's talk
Fucking
about
hell.
some video games.
What you been playing?
What you been playing? What you been playing?
Zip it about.
Zip it about. By the way, with no speak pipes again this week. I think that is Pete. I think Will.i.am is Pete.
He knows. He knows it.
He knows it. So yeah, none this week again. Who knows? But anyway, that aside, let's start with you, Chinny. Let's start with you. Like, what have you been up to?
Well, OBS Battlegrounds.
Ob's Battle.
G.
How's that going? How's it going?
Almost got a chicken dinner today. Oh my god, it was so close. So close. Chicken dinner means I came first for people that don't know.
Winner, chicken dinner.
But did you come in second?
I came in second, yeah, and I killed the third place, and the guy, the person that won, the first, he didn't kill me. Like, it's okay. Sorry.
What?
Okay. Refresh. Right. So the circle was really, really small, and then it was going to get smaller. I kill one guy, but he shoots me, and he takes my health to like nothing. And then the circle decreases. The other guy runs in there, and the circle basically catches me out, and he only takes one life off me, and I die straight away. So what I'm saying is, I didn't get killed. I just got hurt enough. I got hurt enough that the circle decrease really ruined me, basically. Yes. So.
Terrible way to
very go. Close, very close. I've not been playing it as often as I'd like, just because of work and stuff and weddings and people bothering me. But you know, it's just one of those things. But PUBG continues to be great. I've also released a couple of best bits on YouTube. So basically, some of the funny bits. More is coming. There are plenty of cool, funny bits that we've got to come. And the one clip that is coming. That I unfortunately I can't live down because Fraser's made a big thing of it, is the Uzi incident, where I had an Uzi, and you know, in those comic like in the sort of comic movies where you've got a bad guy and you shoot all around the bad guy, except, you know what I mean, you make an outline
except
of him, except for him. That was pretty much my display with the Uzi, so I have to slow it down and show how terrible that was. We've also named a town after me. It wasn't me. It wasn't my turn. Yeah, Chintoon. So yeah, that continues to be Chintoon. And to truly be in Chintoon, you have to kill somebody with a frying pan when they're down. So that's how you get.
Is that the like initiation ceremony?
It's true. It's true. And you got to shout, Chintoon! You know, that's just the way it is.
And then hit them with a frying pan.
Donk. Yeah, it makes a really good donk noise. The frying pan actually takes a lot of health off them, which a normal frying pan...
It's a good weapon, is it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There was an update this week, weren't there? Another update, third update. Has that made any big changes?
There's a couple guns. There's a new animation for a punch, I believe.
I think the optimization is really good.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's very well done, and I think it's made. I mean, it's not miles ahead of where it was, but I think it's done a good job of getting things moving more smoothly.
Yeah, so. I think that's their main focus. I heard him on an interview, and that's pretty much where all the main attention is. But they're trying to do a big update every month. Yeah. So yeah, you know, things are coming. They've said things are coming. New maps are definitely on the cards. A zombie mode's coming. A window jump, like you can jump for a window. All sorts of shit. So yeah, mad shit's happening. But that's about it. That's Battlegrounds, and I stream it a lot. So go to Twitch or YouTube to see a stream, and if you want in, we've been using the Discord for the Overseas Connection. Just let me know. Hit me up on somebody messaged me on Steam. I think it was Andy. I don't know if he's getting the name wrong. And said he wants in, so I'm gonna get him in on the Discord. I will do that, Andy. So it's been good. And been a good laugh. And sometimes, some nights, you have too many people to play with, which is a good thing.
Good
yeah, but you can get a lot of people in, Kai. But is it maximum squads of 4? Is that the maximum you can have?
You can have squads of 4, but you know, if you've got a 5, you could split up 3-2. You know what I mean? There's people. The great thing about us lot is everybody's lovely, aren't they? So we'll split up for the greater good. And if you are on your own, if it is a 5, you can do a solo. Just do a quickie solo. So that's PUBG anyway.
So how long? Because obviously I've never played this. How long does an average game take to play then?
It could last between. I mean, it could last between 2 minutes to 40 minutes. But I would say
It's about 5 to 10, the average game.
yeah, average game, yeah, like 10, 15. It depends really. Like if you land in a dense area, you know, you're gonna come across conflict. If you land in a barren area quite far away from the plane that flew you over, then you know you're not gonna come across anyone. I've had many games where I don't see anybody, and I die just from a shot in the head, and that's the way it is. But what I'm sort of steering towards these days with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is getting into conflict very, very quickly, because put it this way, I'm very good at looting and opening doors because you get a lot of practice of that.
Yeah.
But what you don't get a lot of practice of is shooting people in the face. And the only way you got to get better at shooting people in the face is to shoot people in the face. So I get into situations where I shoot people in the face quicker and have more of a aggressive tone than I normally would. And today that paid off. That's where I almost got that chicken dinner, because I saw 2 guys by a car, didn't really think I could get them, shot one of them, downed one of them, killed the other, and then Gary DeFelice killed the other. So, you know, we had a really good run. And just being aggressive, just being a bit more, just trying to get a bit better at it, and a bit more skillful. So that's what I'd recommend. Just, you only get better with practice, so that's what I'm trying to do.
So do you think, I mean, obviously this game is is very popular already, and it's obviously getting more popular as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think part of that is the simplicity of it? You know, because
Absolutely.
obviously all these multiplayer games now are just crazy, like leveling up, you know, classes.
I mean, look at it.
Bollocks,
Look at it.
guns.
Compare this to Black Ops 3, right? It's bare bones. This game is bare bones.
Loads of different game modes and all that bollocks.
Right. And I am adamant that Call of Duty 4's success, right, was, I mean, it was very simple and it was very transparent on what's going on. You know, it was very clear that you had an XP bar. You had 3 types of extras, you know, like a UAV and an airstrike and a helicopter. It was super simple. And I think, and obviously as it progressed, people understood those elements, and then Modern Warfare 2 sort of built on them, so people already had like a layer of understanding, but it still wasn't too hard to get in. If somebody got in on Black Ops 3, they wouldn't know what's going on at all, right? So this is like PlayerUnknown's is like stripping everything back again and going, you jump in and you got nothing, right? Nothing. So go on.
I mean, here's something I'd like to say about certain guns in the game.
Oh my god, the fucking Uzi, man. Fucking well done, the Uzi, for being the shittest gun in the fucking game. Peace off.
Yeah.
Are they coming in rebuilding?
Yeah, they're going up.
Yeah, that was me. That was that clip when I died. Yeah, this game continues to be great. I love it. It's easily the game of the year for me at the moment. It's just,
I think, like I say, I mean, I'm probably never going to play this, you know, because it's just not my.
I'd love you to try it. I
know,
it.
yeah. But multiplayer is just not my thing, as you know. But I can see the appeal of just this, you know, the simplicity of it, and there's nothing complicated to learn. You don't have to worry about leveling up. You don't have to worry about getting the next gun unlocked or any of that bollocks, do you? It's just kind of like you jump in, hopefully find something half decent, and then try and survive to the end, and you know, and kill other people, and that's it. That's all it is.
I'll tell you something else that's changed as well. All cars used to spawn facing east.
That's right.
No, they don't. They don't do that anymore. So,
but I mean, these guys now have got so much money, and they obviously have the time now and the money to
the support
tweak
from
tweak it
Microsoft as well.
Yeah,
they've probably got some Microsoft money.
For sure. I mean, that trailer that would never have happened a month ago that they had at E3. I mean, that was done by some professional people.
Yeah. But anyway, it continues to be great. I don't want to, you know, it's PUBG. We love it. If you want in, let me know. But it's great. And if you want to watch,
In.
we're on Twitch and YouTube all the time. So, good. PUBG, done. I've tried a new game this week that's not on my Dirty 30.
Why would you go with something that's not on your Dirty 30?
So I've been playing Elite Dangerous a little bit today.
What?
Yes.
How?
Yes. So
have you been talking to Mark Annex? Is this what's happened?
No. The reason why I'm playing Elite Dangerous is basically against my will. Right. I really don't want to play Elite
Against your
Dangerous.
will.
Help!
Being
Help! Force to play the game.
My best buddy, Marsh.
All right. Okay.
Is obsessed with
Oh,
Elite Dangerous.
God. Right, okay.
Obsessed with it. He cannot stop playing it.
It had quite a good deal in the Steam sale as well, didn't it?
And he can't. We play it on the Xbox. He can't play it on a PC because he doesn't have a PC. So I said to him, "You need to play Battlegrounds." He's like, "I don't have a PC." He doesn't have a setup for the PC. His wife's just about to drop another baby. He just
so
can't.
that's not happening.
It's just not happening. So the Xbox is very convenient for him. Do you know what I mean? It's in the living room.
Yeah.
It's nice in the right place. He says, "I don't know where I'd put a PC if I had a PC right now." Anyway.
What about a 55-inch television?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm sure
well,
he'd
one
find
of
it.
those.
But he said, well, as soon as he comes to Xbox or whatever, he'd play it on there. And if he did have a PC, he would be totally down for Battlegrounds. It's totally his thing, but he just can't do it. But Elite is the thing that he just... I mean, it's almost every day. Like, when are you buying Elite? When are you buying Elite?
Sorry, Chinny. What did you do with your old PC when you got your new one?
It's here.
Could you give him that? Because that ran Battlegrounds, right?
Yeah, it's technically a work one. So I have to kind of donate it back.
Well, could you not loan it him for a bit?
Yeah. Could do.
Could lend it him on some sort of hire purchase agreement, you know?
Yeah.
You say with an option to buy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm sure if I gave it to him, maybe people at work would forget that there's a PC.
They probably wouldn't even know you'd done it.
No. Anyway.
And let's just a minute. Whoa. Let's just remember, you're the boss.
Well, sometimes I wonder that myself. Anyway. Right. So the
Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous. Marsh is adamant that I play this, and he's absolutely enthralled with it. So I played it for the very first time. I didn't do any of the training. I just went in, and Marsh basically told me everything.
I was going to say, how the hell do you play that game with no training?
Yeah, and he all he wants me to do is join his game and help him do everything he wants to do. Right? That's just. But to be honest, since me and Marsh was kids, that's always been the case. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would go around his house when we was kids and go, right, this is what we're doing. We're doing this today because I'm obsessed with this. Right? But that's just the way it is. Right? That's just the way Marsh is. And I'm fine with it. You know, I just like spending time with Marsh. I don't really get to speak to him very often. So kids, eh?
Kids.
Best thing in your life, apparently, kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, we jumped in, and it's really confusing.
It is.
But I think
when you said I'm not doing any tutorials, like, you're gonna have a lot of fun.
After we played for about 2 hours, and I was getting it. Do you know what I mean? I was getting it.
Even like docking your spaceship.
Done
in a
that.
space
Done that
station.
several times now. Did that. And put it this way, it is very cool, and I have to say, it is very well done. This game. This is a great game. The music alone is fantastic. It gives you a great feeling. I wish my dad had better vision. My dad's not got great vision, because he would fucking love this game. Like, even if I could get a Vive, I keep saying Vive. You made me do that, Stu. I get a Vive and put it on and for him, and then make him just experience this game, because he would. This is pretty much the thing that he would want to do. Like, this is his total thing. He's just exploring space and stuff.
It is. I mean, I know that you're down on the VR thing and all that, but this game in VR is super cool.
I can see why somebody would. You know, when VR was getting hyped and everybody was thinking that it's the best thing since, like, sliced bread, even though sliced bread, there's been lots of good things since sliced bread.
There has.
But the best thing since PUBG, right? And anyway, I can see why people would wear a Vive and then play this and go, oh my god, this is it. This is the best thing ever. Because this is a very good package for virtual reality. Do you know what I mean? Because you're in a cockpit, you can't move.
Oh yeah, and you look up and you can see asteroids above you. It does look fucking cool.
That's the best. That is the best way to play this game, right? But that's not very practical and whatnot. But even without that, I was playing with this with headphones on you know what was, I don't know how big this TV is, like it's 32 or something. I don't know how big it is, but and I was having a great time. You know what I mean? It was cooking me in, but I didn't really know what was going on, and it's impressive when you do the light jumps and all that sort of shit.
Oh yeah, I mean hyperspace just looks incredible, doesn't it?
It's great, and it's a really well done, and someone who I have like a fondness for astronomy and space and like my dad does, because he made me get into it and stuff. So from that point of view, I think it's really interesting.
And it's based on real life planets and stuff. That's on real life sort of other solar systems, etc., and stars and all that. They're all real.
So
you know,
I think this is a great game. For me, my problem is it really needs to be, for you to appreciate it properly, it needs to be the only game you play ever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's its problem. It's how great and vast it is. It's almost like a detriment to it, because you sort of, I mean, Duke, you might play it and go, this I recognise this is great, but I ain't doing all this shit.
Right.
And that's a problem, because I really would love to, if you know what I mean, if I had like the Desert Island situation, this would probably be in the mix for this, because like, wait, you think, well, I could play it forever. But it's just so daunting, that you just kind of think, well, how am I going to play this and PUBG and do my Dirty 30, and it's just not going to happen. So I'm only going to play it with Marsh probably. I'm very impressed though. I think it's really good. So Elite Dangerous, I'm good.
So are you gonna play more of this then? Do you think?
I'll play more of it only because Marsh is adamant that it's like brilliant. Until he plays PUBG, then he'll think it will be. But yeah,
when you've loaned him your PC,
when he's accidentally
Best thing since sliced bread. Such as it. A couple of 100,000 years, sliced bread. What about the pyramids, the Panama Canal, the Great Wall of China? Even a lava lamp, to me, is greater than sliced bread. What's so great about sliced bread? You got a knife, you got a loaf of bread, slice the fucking thing.
So, I didn't know George was on the show. Yeah, that's it. So that's all I've been playing.
Very cool. So what about you, Duke? What have you been up to this week?
Well, I've been up to a few things.
You see...
I agree.
You see...
Fuck you.
PUBG, Rocket League, I've had an exciting new milestone, people.
Gold. G-O-L-D, G-O-L-D, let's go.
Yeah, I got to gold level for doubles. So for those who don't know, Rocket League has a ranking system whereby you start off at bronze 1, and then you go bronze 1, 2, 3, silver 1, 2, 3, and then you go up to gold. And I just this week, for the first time ever, got gold on doubles. So I was very happy about that.
So what does that mean? Just on 2 player versus 2?
Right.
Okay. There's different, like, there's different categories. There's like 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4. So Duke mainly plays 2v2, and that's a true score. So that's a level that goes up and down. So the fact that he's got gold means he's been consistently good.
Well, no, I've lost it. It's I got it and then had it for like 12 hours and then lost it.
Well, you lost all my respect as well, Duke.
Yeah, because you suck.
I got it back and then lost it again after like 5 games. But whatever. Like the thing is that rank is not a fixed point. It's a strange attractor. We're going to talk about chaotic systems versus, traditional whatever. Anyway, the point is that it was very satisfying. I was very happy. And yeah, so it indicates that my rank is sort of shifting upward, like I'm getting better, and that's a good feeling. So yes, hooray, Rocket League, yes. I'm doing my Fallout 4 playthrough number 2. Haven't really done anything new there because I'm still doing the sort of main core stuff, but I do have the 2 DLCs, Far Harbor and Nuka World, to look forward to, and I'm excited about that. I'm traveling with Nick Valentine this time, which is cool. And yeah, not much to say about that. It's a great game. Fallout 4 is so awesome. I think I've encountered a couple of locations that I didn't find the first time through, but I didn't really do the exploring I was supposed to do afterwards, after finishing the, main story mission stuff on Fallout 4 the first time I played it. So it's easy to do more casual playthrough this time.
I feel like I could do another playthrough of Fallout 4 and have quite a few new experiences that I didn't see.
Yeah. Well, I still never found. You had told me about the pirate ship or whatever, and I still never explored.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah,
got that. Looking forward to. And I don't know, it seems easier this time to recognize the things that I have explored, and then oh, there's a building that I know I've never been to or whatever. So, yeah, and I'm doing the railroad. Last time I did the Minutemen as the main mission, so this time I'm doing the railroad. And obviously they're not mutually exclusive. I can still capture the castle or whatever it is with the Minutemen and work with the railroad. But obviously at some point you got to kind of pick a side. We're at war.
I sided with the bad guys. What are they called?
The Institute?
Yeah, that was me.
Well, they're evil, and I am sworn to oppose them forever. So, death to you.
It was good.
Yeah.
You know what? Chinny does picks the worst people possible. That's what he likes to do.
Yeah.
But did you play with Caesar in New Vegas?
No, I was very neutral in New Vegas actually.
Right, you worked with Mr.
He just killed. He just was evil to everybody.
Yeah, I did side with someone because I had to, but I wasn't. I don't know. New Vegas, I wasn't that sort of invested in anyway.
New Vegas did an interesting thing because in Fallout 3 and in I guess in Fallout 3 you didn't really have the choice to work with Enclave, but in Fallout 4 you can work with the Institute, and there's reasons to work with the Institute. They're horrible, but they have a vision of something better. Caesar's Legion or Caesar's Legion in New Vegas is just evil for the sake of evil.
Yeah,
they like being evil. So
yeah.
It's kind of cartoony in that way.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, and then I bought a new game. Woo!
What? Another one?
I know. I've gone crazy. And this wasn't even one of the ones on my wish list. I've got a bunch on my wish list that I should get a couple of, but no, I didn't. Anyway, it's called Redout. And this was one of the ones that Steam just sort of put in front of me and said, here,
This is Redout / Wipeout. Is that what this is?
It is Wipeout. Yeah, exactly. It's the poor man's Wipeout.
I love the fact that they've even almost copied the name to an extent.
Exactly. Well, they know who their audience is. So yeah, and it's
okay though. It looks good.
It is. I don't know if there's weapons. I've only really done the first track because I sucked at it, so I had to do it 5 times before I could beat the lowest possible score in order to move ahead. But yeah, it's really good. It's high speed, and I had to turn the graphics down a little bit because I think what I had done is I had put my PC to sleep and then woke it back up and played this. And when you do that, it doesn't kick the heatsink back on. For some reason, when you put the PC to sleep, it puts the heatsink to sleep. And so I had to tell it to go back on. So that's why it blinked off. But anyway, the point is that it's really good and it looks great and the sound is good. I saw a review of it where it might have been Ramer Time because he's the one who sent. Yeah, he did. He sent me a link to his. Because it said, when you go to the Steam store, it says so-and-so has this game. And so I saw him on, and I said, hey, how's Redout? And he said, oh, it's great. Here's my review for it. Because it's a VR game, too. You can play it in VR. And so I watched his review of it, and I had already bought it by that time, but whatever. He pointed out that some of the sound effects are kind of generic, and so it could use a little more polish in the sound, which is fine, but I don't really care about that very much, so... yeah, it's good. It's racing. It is Wipeout. If you've ever played Wipeout and you want that on the PC, check out Redout.
Nice. I was more of an F-Zero man myself.
Well, you are evil and stupid. So that's
very
me.
Good. Very
Stu,
good.
what are you playing?
I've been playing lots of stuff this week.
Oh, great.
Playing lots of things. I played and finished Stories Untold.
Oh yeah.
Did that this morning, so it took about it's kind of a cross between a point and click adventure game and a text based adventure game.
This is the game where you got a TV on a desk and then the screen never moves.
Yeah, that's not
though. That's only the first phase.
Yeah, that's not the case. It does change up the game mechanics, which I kind of liked about it. Throughout the four separate episodes that are in it, but they're all sort of linked together. What you find out at the end is they're all kind of linked together by an overarching story.
Oh, no spoiler.
Well, it's not a spoiler really. It's just there's just an overarching story.
Every time, Stu. Every time you go,
it's not a spoiler.
I know.
Look, that's not a spoiler. I'm just saying, please don't give any spoilers.
No, I won't do. And
not a spoiler. Though.
I really, really liked it. I've got to say, I thought it was really cleverly done, and I thought some of the stuff was very cool in what it actually did. Yeah. So I definitely recommend it. I mean, if you're listening to this, it's kind of too late because it'll be back up at normal price, I guess, on the Steam. But for £2.59 or whatever the hell it is at the moment, it is well worth every penny of that.
How long is the Steam sale on for?
5th of July it finishes.
So if you release this podcast the next day, it wouldn't be too late.
Yeah, it won't be too late, but
what in what universe is that an option, Jenny?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
With you.
But yeah, it's very, very good. I really, really liked it. There is a little bit of jank. I had some issues with it because there's a bit where you have to decipher codes out of it's like microfilm.
Yeah.
That you have to decipher the codes from, but it doesn't provide normal text. So it's like, well, it's sort of like, like on a microfilm, and it's really hard to read.
Yeah.
And it's tiny, tiny writing. And even with it zoomed in, I still couldn't make out some of the stuff that was on it.
You're getting old.
It's funny you mention that because, like, on Fallout 4, they did a thing where you go to the terminal. In the other Fallout games, when you get to a terminal, it would make the screen, it would fill the terminal up to the screen. But in Fallout 4, they did the thing where it was like, kind of like the vacuum tubes were a little faded and it flickered a little bit. I was like, never mind this shit. There's a reason I'm not reading all this text here because fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it all authentic and shit.
Yeah, but the problem was, because it was all authentic and shit, I couldn't actually do it without actually going to a walkthrough and having a look what it said. Because I couldn't actually read it on the screen, even if there had just been and I know it's sort of all about being in the game, and sort of feeling like, that nothing breaks the immersion and what have you. But it would have made it so much easier just to be able to read it properly. So, like I say, I ended up having to sort of do it via a tablet screen where I could zoom in properly to see it. But other than that, I thought it was very, very good. I thought the writing was really well done. The voice acting is really good. There's some voice acting in some of the other episodes. And again, it's really, really, really well done. So, thumbs up for Stories Untold. Very cool thing. I've also been playing Titanfall 2.
Really? I've played that.
Yeah, and I haven't played it because I bought it, but they have released a demo on the PS4 for it. So I thought I'll give it a whirl, and it's a fairly hefty demo.
Single player?
Yeah, so single player.
It's a single player. I haven't even touched it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the multiplayer crap, but single player, I thought, it could be kind of cool. And it is kind of cool. It is kind of cool. It is. But I'm shit at this wall running crap.
Yeah, you have to do that?
Yeah, on the level they give you, it's one where you have to do loads of wall running.
See, because that's one of the benefits of the multiplayer. You don't have to wall run.
Yeah. So
good idea, but you don't have to.
Yeah, but you've got to do that, though, haven't you? You know what I mean? You've got to be good at it. But it looks great, and I've got to say, the combat's tight. It is tight. And kind of fun. So yeah, I kind of quite liked it, but I don't know. I don't know whether I can bring myself to buy the game. I'm kind of off first-person shooters like this. I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is, but I kind of enjoyed it, but not enough for me to go, right, I'm going to buy it. Okay. In a sale, or if it was cheap. I still don't think I would buy it.
So was this a demo you played, sorry?
Yeah, so this is the demo, but it's quite a long demo. It's probably about an hour. So it gives you a good chunk of the game to play through. It's a demo. But yeah, I liked it. I like the mech thing. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's the nicest thing about the multiplayer is that after a certain point, you get enough kills, you get enough points, you get a mech. And it's like, it's on now.
Yeah, the mech. So yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Other than that, Chinny and I finished Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. And that game at the end was as jank as fuck.
Yeah, it's a shame really because it was a good game, and I liked it and I enjoyed it.
I liked it. We enjoyed it, didn't we? We had
For
fun.
the listeners as well, just to break the fourth wall a little bit, I asked Duke and Stu to put links in of the games that we've been playing. You'd think Stu would put the link in of us.
Gameplay.
Of actually us playing it, but no, he just links to somebody else.
Why would he not?
He's
There's
not.
no reason.
He's got to stay on brand. It's very important.
You do. You can find that anyway. You
I've
can
already
find
found it. Thank you.
You do very quickly. But yeah, it was good. It was. I wonder how much do you have to change the game for a single player because you don't have Toe Tech with you, do you? In the single player, it literally is just you on your own. So they must have to change a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because like those final puzzles where we were rotating around that pole with the rope and all that jive.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that on your own, can you?
No. But I think if you're playing that game on your own, then you're playing it wrong anyway. So.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So look, play something else. You fucking dork.
Well, yeah. I mean, apart from the jankiness, I do think it's
jank. What was jank at the end?
So what was happening at the end was like, first of all, different things on each of the screen. So Stu would say something, and say, "Oh, that's not the way it is on my screen." The other janky things are, some of the levels were getting quite busy at the end. They throw a lot of enemies at you, so the mechanics of the game start breaking down. Once the game tries to like throw a bunch of enemies of you, you sort of start to see the cracks in the game. And one of them was if I mean it doesn't happen very often, but like if we're too far away, one character will push the other character up or whatever or down. So if one character's at the top and one character's at the bottom, it doesn't really seem to favour anyone. Like I was Lara Croft, it doesn't really favour me because I'm the player one or anything. It just sort of seems to favour whoever it feels like. And
this, by the way, can I just say on the screen is me committing multiple suicides.
Yeah. So the other janky part is because it's an isometric view. It's pretty hard to tell sort of spatial awareness, and some people are better than others. And I'll safely say that Stu's shit at it. So when it comes to jumping all over the place, and just weird like stuff where Stu would die, and then for some reason his body would fling off the screen for me and throw the camera out. There's a bit on the clip that's coming up now where we have to put a ball under a fist. You have to blow it under the fist. And we didn't know where the ball went, and basically it got wedged in the sort of structure. And it came down and then fling back out, it glitched back out. So there's just loads of weird janky. And it's all towards the end. It was the last two levels, pretty much.
To be fair, had that ball not kind of come down, it would have been a bit of a game break, and it wouldn't let you restart the level or anything. It was weird, wasn't it?
It would let you restart the level, but it wouldn't. There's no checkpoints. You can.
No.
There is a checkpoint if you both die, but it wouldn't let you restart from a checkpoint. So.
It's so weird that it gives you you both look at the same screen as if it's couch co-op or something. Yeah. Because I would have thought when Lego, I mean, I guess this came out around the time Lego games were first starting to come out, because they managed to fix that with the sort of breakaway thing. You go too far.
Yeah, the diagonal screen thing.
On half the screen.
It's a decision that they've made. I'm guessing it's because of,
probably easier.
It's the game has to work with both of you on the screen, because if you start splitting off, you could do puzzles at different times, and it's a decision that they've made in the game, and that's what they've stuck with. And it'd be interesting to play the sequel, because the sequel, obviously, you would think that they've changed and improved things, but I don't know. And also, the sequel is 3-4 player co-op as well, so us three could play and see how we get on. But I think it's okay. It didn't ruin my experience of the game too much, Stu. I don't know about you, but I thought I thought it was good.
A little bit janky at the end.
Yeah. There's a few moments in the game where you get frustrated because the game dicked you over and not because you made an error. But no, I would come away.
I thought the final boss fight was kind of all right, to be honest.
I mean, you just shoot him a lot. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Like it's. Yeah, it was okay.
It was all right. And you got some cool weapons.
On the screen now is the ball glitching through the game, and what was happening on my screen was very different to what Stu was describing. So, yeah,
because at this point the ball was actually under the fist on my screen, but on your screen it was doing all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah, so it's a weird game. It's strange, but yeah, it was good.
We thought the ball had gone for good, didn't we? Because we didn't know where it was. We were like looking all over the place for it, weren't we? And then we just saw it slowly coming back down.
Yeah,
it was like, oh, there it is.
Indeed,
because that would have been a game breaker. You know, well, we'd have had to restart the whole level, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Game breaker.
Then Chidi bullied me into buying Gang Beasts.
Yes, I did.
Bullied by saying, if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back.
Oh, yeah, terrible.
Bully.
Yeah, what a bully. So I said to Millie, I've got a new game we can play on the couch co-op together.
Yeah.
And we had quite a lot of fun. I must admit, we did have a lot of fun. We played it. We didn't play it for a terribly long time, probably about 40 minutes, an hour.
Money away, Chinny. He likes it.
Yeah, it was fine. Your money's safe. It was fine.
Thank you.
I can certainly see if we were playing together as 3 people, how much fun it would be.
Oh, we're going to have to find out.
And there is some kind of tactics that you can use, shall we say. I mean, one of them was, there was one with a conveyor belt, and I knocked Millie out and then sort of picked up the body and dropped it onto the conveyor belt and then, punched her out again and then sort of held her down and then jumped off at the last second, so she fell to her death and I didn't. So
yeah. So do you want to describe what Gang Beasts is for people that don't know?
It's kind of a sort of arena brawler, I guess is the best way to describe it. And it's kind of claymation-y looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess is the best way. And it's very funny, and it's a bit sort of quap, with the movements and stuff.
Sloppy and hard to control and stuff.
Yes, pretty much. But you can do this really cool stick your arms up in victory thing, and it just looks so funny. And you can, rather than dodge, your whole body flings either backwards or forwards, but you can also use that as a headbutt. So you can headbutt people. You can also hold on to an enemy and then hit them and stuff, or throw them around. It's very, but it's done in such a way that's very funny. And most of the levels involve either being high up or some sort of dangerous thing, so like fire or a high place or platforms, or as on the level that we can see on the screen, like a moving truck. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of different arenas, a lot of different areas you can fight in. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, but I am looking forward more to be playing with you two guys or something like that, because I think that's when it'll come into its own, when you get a few more people on screen at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Rather than 1v1.
Should be good.
So lots more stupid stuff will happen. And then the only other thing, and I sent the link of this to you two guys because it's free, and it was created at one of these game jams. So they sort of have so long to create a game, and they created a game called Evader.
Free, no charge.
Evader, which is basically a Geometry Wars pacifism clone, I guess. Is the best way to describe it. So basically, you have 2 dots, and you can control 1 dot obviously with your left analog stick and 1 with your right analog stick. But rather than shooting, it just has like a bit of a laser beam between it, and you just have to sort of kill stuff. But it's kind of cool. There's some cool mechanics. Because some you have to go through lasers. Some, as you can see, the red ones, you have to rotate around them to kill them.
Okay.
But the music is excellent, and it is rock hard. I mean, this game is really, really hard. Yeah. So yeah, I can totally recommend it, because it's, well, 1, it's free, and 2, it's really, really good and free. And the music's excellent, and it's massively quick restart. It's literally press a button, you start again, like instantly.
Yeah.
So
yeah. What is one of these game jams?
I've no idea. I'm assuming they just sort of get, game developers go there, and then they have like 24 hours to make a game.
Jeez.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
So that's pretty much what it is. And this is one of those games, and it's great. Really, I mean, it's better than some of the shit you see that you're paying money for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks great, and it just, like I say, the music's brilliant. So I'd love to see Chinny play this because I would imagine this is really up your street.
Yeah. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship with these type of games, you know, like with. See, I've got Super Meat Boy on my 3030 and things like that, and I do like them. I am a fan of these type of games, but yeah, I just kind of have to mentally prepare myself for it.
Yeah,
So-
I think you should definitely give it a go, just to try it out, because what have you got to lose? Nothing. It's free.
My life.
Your life, yeah, because it is one of those, just one more go. And it has got a leaderboard. Now, I don't know whether that works online or whether it's just purely for you.
Hmm.
You know, like just a personal leaderboard.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
That's very good. Just as an update, by the way, you know, Kay's very, very good at Ball's friend, Holly. She is currently on 937
That's ridiculous.
on her current game, yeah.
That's some music from Evader.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So, yeah, totally recommend it. Give it a go. Evader, people.
Zippity
Look
bow.
it up. Look it up.
Here's
Zippity
some
bow.
music.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
So, there you go. And that's it for me this week. That's everything I've
All
played.
right. On the hour. Bang. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Putting news first.
In the middle of the show. GTA 5 is back at number 1 after having a poor week.
It's just crazy, isn't it? How
Go ahead, beat it.
it beggars belief. I don't know how this works.
It's a good game. That's what it is.
How old is it? Is it 5 years old now? 4 years
It came out
old?
2013.
Yeah, so it's just 4 years old.
So yeah.
Just. How many other, just to put it into perspective, how many other 4-year-old games are in the top 10? None.
None. Black Ops 3 is probably still there, isn't it?
Is it? I doubt that. Surely not.
Black Ops 3 is a machine. They just released DLC for Black Ops 3. That's never been known.
No.
Oh.
Well,
Anyway,
no.
yeah, GTA
Crazy.
5 is good. I know that's that, and people still buy it for some reason.
Crazy.
PlayStation UK support account on Twitter has been flooded with complaints after a PayPal issue has resulted in mass account bans. Speaking to an internal source at PayPal divulged that thousands of accounts have been affected in the UK. The error has caused PlayStation Network user accounts to go in debt and subsequently be banned. Quote, accent, dude, give me an accent, go.
I would like you to do a Portuguese accent.
I don't know how Portuguese people sound.
I don't think they sound like that.
I went to
Fine,
Portugal, didn't I? I went to Portugal.
You've been there. You should
They're
know.
just kind
Come
of
on.
like Spanish, aren't they? But not.
Yeah.
Not
it's
as
just,
like.
Just do Spanish. This is Spanish. It's fine.
I can't really do Spanish.
Russian.
Italian.
Okay, a
A
Russian
Russian
Italian.
person in Italy.
Yeah, a Russian person in Italy. What is with all these pizzas? I mean, shit. Give it a break. We get it. Anyway, the payments that were charged back to PayPal were coming up for a while. Back in June, the 11th and the 15th. Stuff like that, said the source. That was literally what they said. I don't know. Yeah. PayPal and PlayStation.
Yeah, apparently they're saying the error's on Sony's end, and it's something to do with closing or somehow limiting the GDP account, whatever that. What does that mean?
Fascinating.
Gross
Gross
Fascinating.
domestic product. I don't understand what that has to do with Sony, but whatever.
Meaning the funds didn't credit the accounts.
I'm
But
not-
whatever it is, it's a fucking shitstorm, and people are being banned on PlayStation as a result. You will be pissed off. Luckily, I'm not affected. I've not bought anything for a while on PlayStation, but if you're one of those people affected, you'd be like, especially, you know, if you were playing some multiplayer game that you played like every day or something, you know, because you was in a big party with other people, and then suddenly you couldn't because your account had been banned, you'd be well pissed off, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No PUBG all of a sudden? No, think so.
Yeah, it's a big screw up.
Crazy. I mean,
It is a big screw up, but
crazy.
hopefully it's sorted out now. You never know.
Hopefully. Come on, Sony, get it sorted.
Yeah, get it sorted. Yeah, what else, Danny? What else is in the news?
There's a new party mode for Watch Dogs 2.
Do you know, if I was still into the big like multiplayer stuff or co-op stuff, I would be tempted to buy this now. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
I reckon.
Look, guys, you know how GTA is doing all sorts of cool online stuff? We can do that with Watch
Yeah.
Dogs. Yeah.
The next free update for Watch Dogs 2 introduces a 4-player party mode, allowing players to roam free around San Francisco with 3 friends. Available from the 4th. Are available from the 4th of July. The new feature lets players take part in all online activities as a 4-player party, man versus machine online racing. This mode is one of the most requested in the community. Blah 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 blah. It's got a new mode. I don't think I care. Is anybody still playing Watch Dogs 2? Anyway.
No.
There's a community asking for things, so yeah.
I have no clue.
No.
I really have no. I mean, I played the like the first hour for free thing.
Yeah, so you've really supported those developers. Yeah, good for you, Stu.
It was kind of cool, but it wasn't enough for me to go, yeah, I'm going to buy this.
I tell
It
you
was
what
alright.
wasn't.
Stock, tell us about it.
I tell you what else wasn't enough. Mass Effect to get DLC. Mass Effect Andromeda will not be getting single-player DLC. Yesterday, a widely shared Facebook post claimed that BioWare had cancelled the DLC. The good news says the Facebook post was a hoax. The bad news is they guessed correctly. Okay.
So what they did is a piss take, and then it turned out to be true.
So that was true. Mass Effect Andromeda will indeed not begin any DLC. Blah blah blah. This will be a drastic departure in the long-running sci-fi series. All 3 Mass Effect games have received single-player DLC after its launch. And some of the DLC was probably the best in the game. And, quote, the reason why the game is not getting any DLC is because it is fucking shit. End quote.
I don't think it's.
That's what they says on the.
shit.
That's what it says on the website.
I don't think it's necessarily shit, but it just didn't sell enough. It just didn't sell enough, did it?
We
all
fucked
this
up.
stuff.
There's a graph.
Yeah,
They've got a graph. Right?
They had the fuck-up
Number
graph.
of people that bought it, cost of money it will, how much it will cost to make DLC, profits from DLC. Fuck you.
Cost of distribution, licensing fees, and all that shit on top.
And then at the top is a dick butt picture.
There is, yeah.
Number of fucks given, and it's all just a straight line.
Yeah. So they're dropping this bad egg as quickly as possible and moving on.
You see, even and I don't know why I feel this way, but even if this was dirt cheap, like a tenner or something, I still don't know whether I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Does that sound bad? Is that bad?
No.
Damn, I didn't think it was that bad. It looks good.
I don't think it is that bad, but I don't know.
Said it was decent, right?
Yeah, I know, but for some reason in my head, it's like I don't know what it is. I don't feel like I want to play it. Which is madness.
UK game retailer Game has said the reason why we're losing so much money is because Nintendo are not giving us enough Switches, and we'd make more money if they gave us more.
Yeah, but then the enforced scarcity wouldn't get Nintendo the same amount of money. So suck it, Game.
I'd also probably blame downloadable games. I don't know. Maybe.
It is funny because they kind of almost went bankrupt. Then they kind of bounced back.
Yeah.
And now they're obviously on the ropes yet again. And I do think that eventually this was always going to happen because as more and more people are buying games digitally, there's less and less need for brick and mortar stores to be available, isn't there?
I went into a GameStop this week and it was kind of depressing. Half the stuff they were selling was Skyrim collectibles and Pokemon plushies, and I was just like, ugh, God, what the fuck have you turned into, GameStop?
Yeah, so but these stores are always going to end up in decline, aren't they? Sadly.
Blockbuster Video, it's a matter of time, and that's just the way the world turns, I suppose.
Oh, there was a Blockbuster in Better Call Saul in the finale, and it was like, oh, Blockbuster. How weird is that?
Also, spoilers. Also, I watched that today. Anyway.
Snap.
Rust is losing people.
But it's not losing Well, he didn't get him in the first place, did he? Pretty much.
Rust Devs says that the refund, it's getting refunded more than 325,000 times on Steam, which is about $4.3 million because of bad performance and lack of fun.
That must be bad though, because they see that money come in and then he goes back out again.
Yeah, that's a wound.
Well, it's interesting. I imagine that's a new sort of thing in the calculus of video game production now, because it's not something video game developers have had to deal with before. Is like a certain percentage of your game is just gonna, when you make profits, you're just gonna lose those profits again.
Yeah.
I think what would be more interesting for me would be how many of those would have been bought had there not been a refund policy. So, do you understand what I mean? 329,970 people bought the game and had it refunded, but would it have been that many if there hadn't been a refund policy in place?
You're going to have a demo on Steam.
Yes, pretty much that's what it is, isn't it? They're using it as a demo.
Right, exactly. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't blame anybody who played Rust for the first time and was like, what? I just get killed by people and then I build something, but as soon as I build it, I get murdered? No, thank you.
And they wreck my house and blow it up with dynamite? What is going on?
Or if I'm playing on a modded server, the whole thing's just vanished. Like, I don't know what happened. It just took my house.
Where'd it go? It was there a minute ago.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Gary Newman, the guy that made Rust, said he got inundated with criticisms last year, saying that players got bored, and then he said, well, just stop playing it then, you dicks. He didn't actually say it like that, but I'm sure he did. In his...
how he does say things, though, so it wouldn't be too surprising.
Yeah. Regardless, Newman doesn't seem too bothered about it, saying, quote, if people don't find fun in the game or it performs poorly for them, they should get a refund. It's their money. So he's being very fair about it. And he also described the whole thing as pretty fair as well. Because I think he recognises that, maybe they've not done enough for them.
Well, look, they've been updating it every week. Like that's something on Thursdays. I know our show comes out and Rust is going to get an update. So I'm curious to see what they're adding, and they've been adding a whole lot of stuff. Now, I don't think it's really changed the way people play the game in general. And, for them, it's been what? Like 3 years, right? This is just insane. They really need to reach a point where they're, like, done with it.
Yeah.
It seems like this is their normal. Is like, here's what we're going to do over the next 6 months. And then in the next 6 months after that, we'll just keep doing it. Like, I don't think... I mean, apparently there is a community. I'm part of it, right? Who follows all of that and keeps playing it and tries all the new stuff out and gives feedback. But it's a small little group that is... filled with jackasses, and it's just a weird phenomenon to have this game development just go on and on and on.
Indeed, you do.
Yeah,
I agree. I just got bored of
it. I've gotten someone in the comments that's only 6% of his revenue.
I'm sure Gary's doing.
So they're saying he's doing all right. He's fine.
He's fine. Anyway, let's talk about a good game. So, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is cracking down on cheaters. Thousands of cheaters. The most common cheats you'll find in Battlegrounds are tried and true staples of any online cheating. Aimbots allow players to snap directly players' heads into their crosshairs. Aimbots seek out specific colours on a player's screen.
If anybody here uses aimbots in any game, you're pathetic, and that behavior is pathetic, and we don't want to know you. Just stop doing that. Play the game for real. It's more satisfying, and you make other people's lives less miserable. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, it's never going to stop. I mean, I remember when we were playing Call of Duty 4 and people had freaking modded controllers and stuff that they used. You know what I mean? That had like auto fire enabled on single shot weapons and stuff like that.
Cheating is bullshit. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it happens though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
all the time.
And
it's always been there. It'll not stop. Because people
I'm trying to appeal to individuals. If I can make one person stop cheating, okay.
This article goes on to say, like, they've got software that does it, that detects it, but then there's forums dedicated to cracking it, and it's this constant battle. So,
just like
I haven't. I have to say I haven't experienced anything yet, but I'm sure I will.
Every time I've died in the game, it seems like it's pretty fair.
Yeah.
The only thing that's real frustrating is when you have no idea where the person's coming from.
Yeah.
I think if they were to, would you want them to introduce kill cams, Chinny? Would you want to
No,
see what?
I would want them to introduce an indication of where you got shot from, like a direction.
A battlefield thing rather
Because I
than
feel
call
like
it-
if this was real life, you would probably know. Oh, I got shot from the right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that
would
be
be nice. I would like some indication because as it is right now, sometimes a lot of times I'll get shot and then like that's it, game over, and you just see you're dead, and that's the end of it.
I got shot this morning when I was playing it, and I did get a sense of where and it was because of the direction of the gunfire. You know what I mean? It was like I knew roughly that it was this way. But anyway, it's they got to do it. They're working on it. I'm quite satisfied that they're going to do a good job.
Are you worried that they're going to make changes that you don't like, or they're going to introduce something that you think, I wish you hadn't done that?
I think they're very careful about messing with the formula too much because they know they're onto a good thing, but they also know that they have to do something. You know, they can't if they leave it as it is, people will go away. You know, that's just the way it is. But if they change too much, then people will go away. So there's this really careful mix. So that's why they're taking their time with things like vault jumps and stuff like that, just to make sure that it doesn't break the game too much, that it's still fun. So I don't know. He seems like a smart dude, the guy making it, and he seems like he cares about his product. And I don't know. I feel like it's in good hands. I'm not worried. And
I mean, to an extent, he could just stop now and retire, and it wouldn't make any difference. He's made that much money. You know what I mean?
It's not about that, though, is it? It's not about that.
No.
For him.
It's about the product. It's about the artwork.
And yeah, I feel like it's also up to the players to be open to it as well. You know, we've got to. If he introduces like a zombie mode, and I was like, ugh, zombies. But you know, when I actually heard it described to me, it actually sounded really cool. And something that we hadn't really played before. So you've got to be, when an update comes, you've got to be open to it and go, okay, well, I'm going to try it because, you know,
as long as it's optional, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
Rocket League keeps putting out those weird modes, and I'm like, yeah, screw that, but I don't have to play it.
Yeah, and you know, it's all good. Anyway, PlayStation Plus has revealed their free games for July. Shall we list them?
Yeah, go for it.
Until Dawn.
Brilliant. I love that game.
That's a good game that people like.
It's excellent. It's a bit jank because there's some moments where you have to hold the controller really, really still, and it's a bit unfair and it doesn't work very well.
Yeah, we don't want to review. We don't want to review. Game of Thrones.
Good. They're very good.
Game of Thrones.
We don't need a review.
We don't need. It's good. It's good. We get it, Stu.
It's good.
It's good. You talked about it like 100 episodes ago. It's fine.
I know. People have forgotten though. It's good.
I agree.
You see?
Oh, fuck you.
Game of Thrones, the Telltale game series.
I like this. I mean, you know, I was listening to the Boss Wave and they were a bit down on it, but I really enjoyed it. I
think
kind of
everybody's
liked
just
it.
down on Telltale games in general.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. But I hadn't played one for a while when I played that, so I was like, I guess that's the problem because everyone's down on Assassin's Creed Syndicate. But when I played that, I hadn't played an Assassin's Creed game for about 3 years, and it was like, this is cool. You know, it's in London, it's cool. So I guess it's perspective, isn't it? That changes stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Tokyo Jungle is going to be available on the PS3. I don't know anything about Tokyo Jungle.
No, I've heard of it, but I've never played it. It's like I think it's a multiplayer animal game. So you play as animals trying to kill each other.
Oh yeah, I don't know much about that game, but there you go. Darkstalkers Resurrection is also free on the PS3. Okay, don't know what that is. Element 4 something L.
Is it not elemental, but sort of spells
oh,
in a
right,
weird,
okay.
stupid way?
Elemental.
It's not great.
That's out for the Vita. And,
yes. Weird.
And then Don't Die, Mr. Robot, which is also out on the PS Vita and cross-play with PlayStation 4. So, you know, Until Dawn, that's probably worth the price of admission there, isn't it?
Yes, good. I really liked it.
Good.
It's good.
Be there or be dead. Right. Xbox One and 360 games for July are.
Go on. What's coming there?
Grow Up, which is the sequel to Grow Home.
Yeah, do you know, I've never played this. I should have a look at how much that is in the Steam sale, because I quite like Grow Home.
I've downloaded that for free today. I haven't played Grow Home, but I've got that on my Steam list from you, Stu.
Yes. Gotcha.
Actually, I need to get your thing again because I've changed PC, so I need it again.
I'll sort that out for you.
I know. So yeah, Grow Up is the sequel, and then Runbow is available.
What?
From the, don't know
what is that?
Don't know what
the fuck
Runbow is. Let's have a quick look at what Runbow is. But Grow Up is available all through the month of July. And Runbow, let's have a quick look. Looks like it's a 2D 4-player co-op. Oh, I see. Okay, it's a 4-player co-op. Get to the end game, and it's like you gotta run to the from. It's like imagine a Mario level, yeah.
Yeah.
But you've got to race each other, and then you're a colour, and then certain colours have certain doors, so you can go through certain doors, and the other person can't, and you can punch people and stuff like that. So, and then the background changes colour. So if it's your colour, you can do the thing that's your colour, and so on. It seems a bit strange, but
it looks complicated.
I don't think. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, it looks.
There's a lot going on screen.
There's a lot going on, but like it's basically a run from left to right, race your co-op buddies, and you've got certain advantages with your colour, and you can use that at certain points, and they've got certain advantages with their colour. So I don't know. Look, it actually looks quite fun. Actually, I don't know. Looks good.
Yep.
Look, for free, you can't grumble, can you?
No. What else is there?
Kane Lynch 2.
Let's run through a restaurant naked.
And Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, which I suppose if you got kids or something, good one. Well. Yeah. So they are the games for the Xbox, and yeah, that's the news.
There you go. Is that it? Are we done?
We're done with the news.
Yeah.
Done with the news. Well, we've got one email this week.
Whoa, that ruled.
And the same person has just sent in a speak pipe as well.
Bam.
So we get to put a voice to the name, which is always a bit weird. So before we listen to the speak pipe, what do you think Derek Sands is going to sound like? What do you think he's going to
sound like that?
Hello, my name's Derek Sands.
So what accent do we think he's got? Where do we think he's from?
Indonesian.
Indonesian, right? Duke.
Yeah,
what accent do you think we're going to get?
I think it's going to be South African.
South African. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Let's read his email first, and then we'll find out what he sounds like.
Go ahead.
Okay. The title of his email is "Baby, Baby, Hit Me Virtually One More Time."
Baby, baby, baby.
Baby, baby. Hello again, veteran gamers.
Hi.
I got it right here. It's The Simpsons. Where is it? Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Brilliant. Hello again, veteran gamers.
Hello.
I've been reading all about the supposed latest threat to the future of mankind. No, not Donald Trump, incidentally.
Well, he's a threat to the future of mankind, but anyway.
The cyber hacking of the Chernobyl nuclear power station.
That's
and the associated fallout, pun intended, from said attack.
Fallout.
I mean, what worries me is what if one of these fucking hacks is like the computer that controls Russia's nuclear weapons or something?
Well, it would be concerning if Russia hacked our nuclear weapons, because Russia is the country doing these hacks. So they're
they reckon it's North Korea. To be fair, they're saying it's North Korea. A lot of these hacks are coming from.
Well, sure, but whatever.
It's Russia, but it's North Korea. But yeah, well, whatever.
I believe Richard Clark when he says it's Russia.
Yeah. Well, anyway, whichever country it is. But what I'm saying is, what if you know? And I can't imagine, and I don't know why this is. I can't imagine that Russia has spent a lot of money updating the nuclear stuff. I still think that they'll be there with it rigged up to a Commodore 64. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And,
why do you think that?
I don't know, because I feel like
What do you think about Russia being a backwards ass country?
I just
And
feel
it's-
like Russia is a bit of a backwards ass country.
UK.
I think
You know what I mean?
I think Russia's probably fine with its tech.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure they have power and a Nintendo 64.
That's what they do. That's what they do. Who knows? I don't know. It just seems.
I think your view of Russia is warped.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe
Yeah.
it isn't. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they probably just haven't bothered spending any money upgrading stuff. He's running around playing ice hockey and stuff, isn't he? He's spending money in other places.
Because what Putin is spending money on himself is what the country is going to be doing with its nuclear arsenal. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just think he's
Well, then let's just move on with more of the email, shall we?
all this hacking stuff is crazy.
Read the email. Fuck
Oh,
'em.
email. Oh yeah, email. I'll get back to the email. Yeah, it seems the mainstream press are now all too eager to assign the doom of modern society to terrorism, immigration, and the spread of online computer viruses. My internet provider is TalkTalk. I joined them just before they had their own well-documented online security problems last year. So, veteran gamers, as one of the world's premier podcasts, have you recently beefed up the online security for your website? And how seriously do you take the security of your own home network?
Oh, yeah, it's all sorts of high
Oh,
tech.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fucking people can't hack us, man. We're like protected.
Yeah, it's locked down massively.
Yeah, it's like a giant condom around.
Because every week I change the password from password 1 to password 2 to password 3.
That's right.
And
Yep.
we're on like password like fucking 500 or whatever now.
15.
So
Yeah.
no one will ever get that. No one will
Yeah.
ever get it.
And plus I tell everyone the password, so if everybody knows it, then it's safer.
Yeah. Good way to think.
Yeah.
And then you write it down on the bus, right? You
No,
put it on the.
I write it on
bus.
several pieces of paper and scatter them everywhere.
That's a good way to do it.
But my home network, I don't know. There's not.
Is it safe and sound? Is it, are you
Yes.
secure?
Network is safe.
I'm
My-
assuming you have antivirus software.
My Wi-Fi name for my router is "Don't hack me," so
Brilliant.
I think that's pretty good.
That's a good way to appeal to the best
It is, yeah.
in a
Yeah.
hacker. It's
I
like,
was
hey,
going to hack him, but he says don't hack him, so I'm not going to now.
Yeah, he's got a good argument there. You know what I mean? And then he doesn't
Don't
do
hack.
it.
you have to say please, or else they run right over you.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, so you're well protected as far as you
Very
are.
protected. Very protected.
Otherwise. And Duke, I'm assuming you're well protected at home.
Very well protected. I don't even have a router. It's a big chunk of coltan, and that's my router. So you can't. It's literally impossible to hack into mine because it's not got like moving bits or flashing lights.
I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't even know
It's
what
just
that
a
is.
concrete block.
Bullshit. Yeah, it's just a concrete chunk.
That's his router.
That's my router. That's why sometimes it sounds weird. I try to play rap music and I can't. It's only rock music.
Oh
Ah!
my god.
Only rock music.
So can I ask about? Do you use paid for antivirus stuff, or do you go for the freebies?
I go for the freebies.
Yeah, I'm a freebie person.
I go for the freebies. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have Avast. Have we all got Avast?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we all use Avast. I don't have a firewall. I just use Windows Firewall.
Oh.
And that seems to Windows Defender seems to work pretty
I
well.
set my wall on fire. Is that a firewall?
I don't know.
Yeah. I am so smart. I am so smart.
And then about once every couple of weeks I do a malware bites check.
I tell you what, if you want to make a podcast more interesting, let's talk about malware.
Oh yeah, yeah,
No, this is riveting. What are you talking about?
it is. So there you go. Yeah, we're protected anyway.
Anything else in the email?
Yeah, finally, I was especially
Why does it
interested.
take 20 minutes to read a goddamn email?
I don't know. Finally, I was especially interested in Chinny's involvement with his own company's online security. Does he have any direct involvement, or does he employ a crack team of cyber experts to keep his company assets safe?
Actually, he hires a crack smoking team.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're very unproductive. To be honest,
You guys that firewall yet? No, we smoked.
what? What did you say, giant marshmallow?
I didn't think crack made you hallucinate.
I don't know. I don't know what crack does, to be honest. No, well, we got a website, dude, who does things.
There you go.
He does stuff.
Sorted.
He does stuff. I don't know what I pay him for, but he does things. And then you really, you got to protect all that kind of stuff and domain names and all that, just because you got like rival companies waiting to steal your domain name if you don't get it quick enough. And
they try to steal the phrase domain name by switching it out with domain name.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
watch-
Domainname.com. And and then I don't know. It's just
We've had quite a lot of people steal our logo, haven't we? That happens quite a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have Steam all the time.
Zippity-bow.
So what we
People are
do
always
there,
nicking
when
our
somebody
fucking
steals our logo, we give them a cease and desist, and then
Jew actually sends him a cease and desist.
that's
doesn't
true.
he?
And then the second one, he says another cease and desist, and then the third one is I go round and I break their legs.
Yeah.
And he says this.
Don't make me break my foot off in your ass!
And they go, no, man, we won't fucking do it no more, man. What the fuck? I don't even know what the fucking logo is. I did that 5 years ago. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. What the fuck? Fuck. And then I grab one of their pet dogs, and I go, this is next, right? Delete the logo. So I don't even have that fucking computer no more. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck's... Fuck you, right? And I just, they just...
Do you remember?
I didn't think the Steam account was tied to just one machine, but apparently if he doesn't have the computer anymore, he can't have that icon.
Yeah. Well, I didn't buy his shit, dude. You know what I mean? I wasn't buying his shit.
So let me ask you, Bob, do you remember the logo that Duke originally came up with before the one we have now?
I came up with 5 of them.
Yeah, you did. You came up with loads. I
don't
remember
that, no.
I remember one of the others in particular, which was like freaking some sort of military badge.
Yeah, like a shield, yeah.
Oh my God. Imagine if we went with that. Jesus Christ.
And I was like, no, definitely not. Well,
yeah. Options.
That's a long time ago. That's
That
a long
was
time ago.
7 years ago.
Yeah. Anyway, you finish it out. Say,
yesterday.
yeah, I think it was yesterday.
Okay, let's go back to
Hey, guys, check out this full logo I made. It's like a military badge.
That's fucking shit, man. Change
Yeah,
it.
I'll make something else then.
That was it.
Yeah, it was funny because it couldn't have been more different, but it was like, yeah, that's it. I love it.
Okay,
Good
well,
time.
thank you, Derek.
Yeah, safe and possibly unsound Derek is how he signed off there.
All right, thanks for
Thank
that,
you.
Stu. Thanks for letting me know how
Derek.
you signed off. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
It's
I know.
important
Yeah,
to note
sleep better.
that somebody wrote the end of it. So.
Procrastinator Fabulous.
Oh, wait, we're not on the speak tape yet?
No, we have another email. Just come in, hot off the press. Hot off the press. Which is from Procrastinator Fabulous, who's also in the chat. And he says this in the chat. If I walk around Wolverhampton with my phone scanning Wi-Fi networks and see, please don't hack me, does that mean I found your house, Chinny?
If you're walking around Wolverhampton and you find my house via my Wi-Fi network, which is obviously not called that, then good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Good luck to you.
Also,
anyway,
have you got better stuff to do?
Exactly.
No.
Because when you find my house, then what? Then
he's going to stalk you. He's going to sit outside and look
he
through your
wouldn't be able
window.
to find the actual house. He'd find the area, and 10 houses in that general area.
Yeah.
It's all right. I've got an email off him, so I'll just email him back with your address.
Do that. Do that.
There you go. There you go. Sold sorted.
I'll email him yours.
Exactly. So anyway, he has sent an email and he says this, sup brah.
Sup.
Sup. Today, Sunday, I competed in a 5A side football tournament or soccer, Duke.
Nice.
I did not win, though, because I have the salient person in the UK the most salient person in the UK in my squadron. It was an Cadets event. However, this gave me the theme of sports games for this week's quiz. Yay! I'll keep it short to make your suffering short. What is the name of the protagonist?
Hello!
What?
It's time for the quiz. It's time for the quiz. We play the shitty sound clip when it's time for the quiz.
It's hardly worth it, believe me.
We have a way of doing things on this show.
Okay. What is the name of the protagonist in FIFA 17's The Journey?
Nobody cares. Next.
That's it. That's it.
No one gives a shit.
Wasn't his name Alex?
It is. Well, you can rely on Chinny to always get the answer.
I don't remember his last name.
Welcome. Hooray.
We'll give you that. We'll give you that. It's Alex Hunter, apparently.
I was going to say Turner, but isn't that Arctic Monkeys as well? Alex Turner.
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
And that's it for emails this week. So thank you, as always, to people who send us emails. And we're going to get to hear Derek now. So we've got. Type. It's the way to leave a message for us.
All right, here we go. Derek Diesel Signs. 50 seconds.
But nobody has no let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
He's at the Jason Gallagher School of Speak.
I think he is. I was just thinking, what is going on?
Play something
Just play
on
it. Play it.
I am not adding anything to this. In case you're wondering, this is all actually on the speak pipe.
Welcome to the party, pal.
It's about 2/3 of the way done. Just hang on, people.
Oh my God.
Wow. I mean, look, I love Derek, right? First of all, I don't think he's South African. I don't know.
So no. He sounded like a Christmas movie to me.
He did. I don't even know what to say.
I don't know what to say about that, really. I just don't know what that film that was. I have no idea.
That's all we can say.
Now,
was it Die Hard 2? Was it Die Hard 2?
I don't know.
Could have been anything.
Because Yippee-Ki-Yay is the thing.
Was there a Yippee-Ki-Yay? I didn't hear that.
No, but like instead of Yippee-Ki-Yay, is he replacing that with Zippity Bow?
Maybe that's what he did.
It's a Christmas movie with lots of guns and stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's what he did. I don't know. But here's the thing, right? Derek, as we know from previous emails, etc., doesn't own a smart device of any description. So he doesn't have a tablet. He doesn't have a phone. Right. So he actually purchased a microphone to be able to send us a speak pipe.
Yeah.
Well, no, he might have called from a landline, right?
I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, coming back to the point, he purchased and that's what he sent us.
Yeah.
That's the first thing he did with it after having.
He went, finally, I can record Die Hard 2.
Yeah, and send it to
God.
55 seconds of audio from Die Hard 2 and send it to this group of people talking bollocks about video games. Now my life is complete.
It is. Thank you, Derek, anyway. We do love you anyway, mate. So, yeah. Thank you very much for that.
Weirdo.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it for emails and speak pipes and stuff for this week.
Cool.
Oof.
I know. So I guess at that point we need to do some shout-outs, which is weird because we're only like an hour and 40 minutes, people.
Oh, God, we're not going to have 6 hours of bullshit to listen to. Whatever.
Shortest show ever. So, yes, let's do the speak pipes. And we've done those. What am I talking about? Let's do the shout-outs. Shout-outs, that's what we want to do.
God damn it. Would you please pay attention to what you're saying?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Duke, shout-outs. Over to you.
Yes, I will shout out Fraser Moore for sending me this.
I'm fucked. Oh my God, the fucking Uzi shit, man.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
And I will shout out Antonio for sending me this.
I don't, you see.
I agree. You see.
Oh, fuck you.
Wow.
Did you have the fuck you at the end? That wasn't on the original clip, was it?
Yeah, it is. That was Chinny doing you.
That's brilliant. I can't believe that's the natural
What kind
clip.
of a show is this? Who listens to this bullshit?
I know. It's like, can't be real.
Yeah. I will shout out. Who is it? I'm shouting out for this one. Wait, hang on. Oh yeah, Zeriyug is the one who sent me all the bacon pancake remixes. Here's the country western one.
Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Awesomeness.
Awesome.
And I will shout out Chris Williams for the Wu-Tang Sign Language Lady. And I will shout out Turtle502 and Gary Lever for the Sincast love. Thank you for listening, everybody. And everybody listening to this now. And everybody who got in touch. Derek Signs. And the Duchess. Because she's awesome. The end.
There you go. Well, I'm going to shout out you, Duke. Because I've been listening to this week's Singcast with Richard Webster.
Oh yeah.
I'm about halfway through your debating, shall we say? Debating. That's what we'll call it. And so far you've not got into argument territory, so I don't know whether it heats up as the show goes on.
We get interesting territory later, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so I'm looking
at the start, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward, but it seems fairly calm at the moment. It's fairly calm at the moment, but I'm expecting to get more interesting as we go along. So, and mansplaining. I've never heard that phrase before, by the way.
Well, you've heard it now?
I have, but it did actually happen to Kay at work about a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So there you go.
What's the person mansplaining about?
Basically, she was given a new system to do for accruals, and she set up a new table and etc. for it. And the guy who'd originally been doing it kept coming over and sort of asking her, did she need help? And it kept explaining stuff, even though she knew what she was doing. And then when she checked his previous month's accruals, it turned out that he'd done those wrong. So
incorrectly, even.
Yeah. So, but when she pointed it out to him, she said, I'm a bit confused because I've been looking at yours for last month, and you've got these, but we've also got these which aren't on yours. Is that right? So he came over and looked, and do you know what he did? You know what he did? No, he went, huh, and then just walked off. So he didn't actually try to do.
I was an expert at this. Well, it turns out I'm full of shit too. In addition to being
So he just walked off and left it and didn't He just went, okay.
I got to explain nothing to you, Missy.
Exactly. So there you go. So I've learned something new this week. I've never heard the phrase before, but now I have. So there you go. And that's it. And, the usual shout out to everybody who does email in. And, I would love some more speak pipes off the likes of Will.i.am and Zeke. But whether that'll ever happen, I don't know. Maybe they've all peaked.
You just got to let it happen naturally.
Yeah.
Mate.
Go off on a high. That's what I say.
Indeed.
There you go. Indeed, you do.
It's your turn, Chinny.
Yeah, Chinny, over to you.
Shout out to PUBG. PUBG for life. Hashtag PUBG for life. Hashtag PUBG forever. Hashtag Battlegrounds. Breaking grounds with Battlegrounds. Hashtag.
Ain't nothing but a PUBG thing.
Yeah. Hashtag just popping down the PUBG for one.
Popping down the PUBG for one, I like it. It must be a weird thing, though, mustn't it? When you release a game like that and suddenly it's like the biggest thing on Steam, like almost overnight.
Yeah. I hope he's happy because, Flappy Bird, it wasn't too good for him.
No, I'm sure he's very happy. The guy who's obviously made this.
It seemed like the Flappy Bird guy was happy. Some people get very rich and famous and they're happy. Some people get rich and famous and they're not. So we'll have to wait and see. I hope he is.
Yeah. I will shout out, by the way, I should shout out Derek for sending us his first ever speak pipe, but
maybe not just playing clips.
Yeah, maybe actually say something next time, then we know what you sound like.
We want to hear what you've got to say, Derek.
Yeah, Derek. We want to know your opinions, man, because you've always got one.
Shit.
Yeah. Share your opinions, man.
Sing a song, maybe. That's always fun.
Sing a song.
An impression of somebody. That's cute. That's a good thing to do with a speak pipe.
Yep. So just be yourself. Be yourself. That's all you got to do.
Be yourself.
Yeah. Ask us a question. You like asking questions? Ask us a question on the speak pipe,
Right.
if you like this podcast, there is another site you should check out, which is called VGHub.net. And on there, you find a bunch of links to other video game podcasts similar in vein to ours, but different in the way they're delivered. Some have all kinds of sound effects.
Are for old people.
Some talk about
Too many
RPGs.
people say.
Come on now.
Some might say that.
No one says that.
And of course, you have links to great forums.
You don't have any other friends.
So check it out. VGHub.net is a great starting point for your podcast discovery.
Is there any reason not to play the theme song at the end?
There isn't. No, just do it.
Thank you. Good night. Much love.
All right, then. I'm going to do it. You ready?
Do it. Go.
Duke.
Yes?
Don't play two at the same time.
I'm not going to get instructed for anything.
I like the beats and shouting.
There you go. Job done.
How would you appreciate the beauty of the silence if not for the horror of the noise?
Yeah, bloody all noise is always a horror. What are you talking about?
Yes, I'm trying to help you appreciate silence. The gentle sound of rain.
A gentle sound of rain. So, Chinny, spoilers. Better Call Saul finale. We should talk about that a little bit. Not without Duke, though, because obviously he's watching it at the moment. So, have you started watching it, Duke?
Well, I'm going to watch it at some point. So when you said not without Duke, I assume you meant not with Duke here.
Yes.
Right. So that means that we're done with the show.
We're done with the show.
Yes, it does.
And I'm going to bid you all a fondue.
Fondue. Bye-bye.
See you, Duke.
See you, Duke. So, Chinny, finale, what did you think?
I'm going to stop the stream. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, stop the stream. Bye-bye, everybody.